Hello, this is Kevin Benedict, mobility analyst with Cognizant, reporting from San Francisco, California this week, and I have the privilege of being able to spend time with ArunTewary, who's the Vice President and CIO of EKFC, and I want to welcome you here today.
Thank you, Mike, thanks.
And you are involved in enterprise mobility in the Middle East. What kinds of projects are you looking at, and how do you use enterprise mobility?
Actually, we haven't done any implementation so far. We are in a stage where I call it next level of technology or next layer, and it's flowing down. My mission statement from information technology perspective for this year and next 3 years is empower business. Okay. How do we empower business? Mm-hmm. There are 2-3 main segments. One is make the information available to customers when rather slightly before they need it in a proactive manner. I'm not talking about reactive reporting and reactive information provisioning. Bring it in proactive manner. Second, bring in technologies which would reduce the keystrokes on a laptop or desktop or wherever. That would give them more time so that they can focus on more productive work. With these two main things together, you can empower business. Now, here what we are talking is, or going to talk is in the context of the second thing which I was talking, that is automation.
Okay.
And as we progress, we can explain it. So we are in a planning stage. I will give a disclaimer. I'm not a customer of DSI so far, but we have been discussing, exchanging communications for some time, and we are aware about their strengths. Yes.
So, Arun, let me ask you this: where do you see the value of enterprise mobility? I know it's early on, and you haven't done the implementation. But where would you guess the productivity gains would come from an implementation of enterprise mobility?
The main area from which the gain can come is in our supply chain.
Okay.
We have a large workforce, and we are catering to almost 130 airlines, handling 260 flights per day, doing 130,000 meals per day.
Wow.
This year, 2 months back, there were days when we crossed 150,000 meals in one day. With that scale of operation and so many complex items to handle, you can very well imagine how complex and sensitive would be our supply chain. So enterprise mobility is going to help us in those areas.
So visibility, quality assurance, compliance, all those things?
That's right. You got it.
Okay.
You are smart. Yes.
Where else do you see enterprise mobility adding value outside of that?
See, one other main area. One part is your hardcore business transactions. Another one is which are not really call it very quantifiable with respect to enhanced communication within the organizational's eco, like employees, partners. I don't call suppliers, I rather call them partners. Then your prospects, your customers, and your workforce. So if you have, people call it unified communication, enterprise mobility, and whatever different terms. I'm not too tech savvy, so like you, so I can't make out in reality as to, but I can see a lot of benefit in these areas.
So it's communication, it's collaboration within your own companies and your own people?
Yes, collaboration. That's the word I was missing, I was looking for.
Yeah, you know, I have the opportunity to speak with a lot of companies and teach a lot of companies around the world. Last year I taught in 11 different countries mobile strategy. And one of the things I hear very often is the ability to have remote workers feel more a part of the company. So they communicate, they collaborate, and they feel like they're bonded with the company, and they're not just left isolated on a desert island.
Yes.
Yes.
See, a similar thing applies in our case also. If you look at our operation, there's large number of fleet of high loaders, which is going towards, we call it airside, where the aircrafts are there, and in each of the high loaders there would be a team which would carry the food and go inside, do other work.
Oh, those are the trucks with a platform that raises them to the door of the airline so they can load the airline.
That's
okay,
right.
got
That's
it.
the one. So when the guys are on airside, you need to have certain technology in place through which they can continuously, they are in communication, because sometimes what happens, after the food reaches there, there's an additional requirement. Okay, the guys should be in a position to immediately communicate it back, and whichever is the next high loader which is moving towards that area, we should be in a position to load the material in that one.
Yeah.
In absence of that, what might happen, even for a small quantity, we might be required to dispatch another high loader, which is expensive.
Yes.
Can you see the benefit of?
Oh yeah, so have real-time communications and real-time data exchanges. So if you need to go from a plan A to a plan B, you can do that very rapidly without disruption and without a high cost.
You got it.
Very good. Well, Arun, I want to thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
sharing your knowledge with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.